Redsage or Danshen, which is a Chinese medicine plant that grows in China and has been used in CVA or cardiovascular accidents. It's a long history of use in the TCM. There are similar plants in the same family, mint or Lamiaceae, that grow in the Southwest. And one of the plants that has been documented to have similar active ingredients present in the root material is the red sage. So I was able to harvest some of these, and I'm working on seeing how they work out as a herbal medicine for myself. I have also been working with the berberis or Mahonia species, including the trifolata and the hematocarpa, or the large bushy berberis species is a whole plant tincture. In addition to that, the red root or Ceanothus fendleri, the root portion tincture, a tincture utilizing Sambucus niger or Cerulean, whichever books you're using to identify this plant. It's also called the black or dark blue elderberry, currently leafed out, with some flowering going on at the lower elevations. I've been using a fresh leaf, gathering fresh leaf, drying the fresh leaf, and then tincturing it at 1 to 5, approximately 40 to 50% alcohol. I've been drying a lot of plants for the reason being that to conserve alcohol, as it's in short supply in the Everclear or the organic cane alcohols, although I guess you can order it if you're in that mindset. I guess it's still available out of Oregon. The significance of this plant is with tanshinones, which are different active medicinal qualities that both the red sage here and the Danshen in China possess in this root complex. And there are some major differences in the plants comparing the North American Southwest plant versus the Chinese medicinal, or the Chinese medicinal or Danshen is considered a perennial where it grows. This plant is not considered a perennial, the red sage. However, in certain little micro niches, it does winter over. And the plants that winter over have a much bigger root. Here are two roots from plants that are flowering. This is a plant that wintered over in an area that I'm familiar with, that I've been studying for maybe the past 4, 5, 6 years. This is a plant that they're both annual plants, but this one has more of the wintering over kind of thing going on. So you get this larger root, as big as my finger, whereas this very small root in the same species in different areas depending on where it's growing. It is flowering, maturing now, and I was very satisfied with the dried leaf elderberry that I utilized for a condition that I had. It worked really well along with those herbs that I mentioned, the lobelia, the ginger and turmeric, along with red root or Ceanothus. Those seems to be the plants that work best for me in the situation that I encountered personally for I'm just going to call it a lung kind of congestion with dry cough, and then going to a productive cough with fever that sort of resolved itself with those herbs. Had some encounters maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago as part of some of the work that I do besides the wild plants that brought me to those herbs that I'd been studying for quite some time. This was brought to my attention by an herbalist who I'm not going to mention that person's name because they have their own thing going on, and I respect that. But this is a plant you may want to explore, our Redsage or Salvia columbariae. That is, grows pretty abundantly in various locations in the Southwest as a perhaps substitute or just a new plant to use with this root material in terms of some of the things that other people have been talking about that might be happening around us today. All right, keep up with your medicine and do what you need to do.